Hi, today I'm going to be talking about the differences between professional sports in the US and Europe. I've been to more than 100 professional games in Europe, both basketball and soccer games, or football games as we call it here, but in the US I've only been to 6 professional games, 5 basketball games and 1 baseball game. I've been to a lot of different types of games, from preseason friendlies to some of the biggest games in the world. I've been to the European Basketball Championship in Slovenia in 2013, as well as the 2009 Champions League final that was held in Rome, Italy. So I have a lot of experience. Also, I've been to countries such as England, Germany, Austria, Italy, Slovenia, and Serbia, and I watched games in all those countries. Today I'm going to be comparing sports based on 3 categories. So quality of play, the atmosphere at the games, and quality of service. So first we're going to look at the quality of play. So as many of you know, the US have some of the best athletes in the world in multiple sports. They have some of the best leagues as well, such as the NFL, MLB, NHL, and the NBA. But they cannot compete with Europe in football. So we have the Champions League here, the European Championship too, so the quality is a lot higher, and we can attract the best stars in the world with the quality of play and the money we have. But the US cannot at this moment, but also they can attract the best athletes in the world in those other sports because they have the most amount of talent and money invested in the sport. So secondly, I'm going to be talking about the atmosphere at the games. So the atmosphere at the games is a lot better in Europe, and I won't even talk about that much. I'll show you in these next few videos. At some big European games, people would usually stand the whole time and cheer their team on, and they really get affected by whether their team loses or wins. They're really happy if they win, and they're really sad if they lose. I always felt that in America, people that go to games go for the entertainment aspect. They don't really get involved with the team, so they don't really care if their team loses or wins. They're okay if they lose, and they're okay if they win. So what do Americans get excited about? Well, I've been to a Timberwolves game where Andrew Wiggins scored the game-tying jumper to send the game into overtime with 10 seconds to go, but I started screaming and I got excited, but people around me didn't, so I was kind of confused. But then again, Americans did get excited when people offered them free food and t-shirts. And Americans do even have some of their own cheers as well. Yep. And third, I'm going to be talking about the quality of service. So the quality of service is a lot better in big European countries and in the United States than it is in Serbia specifically. So everything is very well organized. You can go to games 5-10 minutes before the game and you have no problems getting in. In Serbia, in big games, that can be a big problem. You would need to get to the game an hour and a half before the game just to find decent seats, because people usually do sell more tickets than there is seats in the stadium sometimes. Oh, and there's usually no violence at the highest level of play. The only thing that I really hated when going to sporting events in the United States is how everything is commercialized. You can see ads everywhere, promotions. Big companies promote their newest services or newest products during every halftime show, every timeout, and I don't know, I usually just go to games to enjoy the sport, and I don't care about that type of stuff. They have like dance routines during timeouts and all sorts of shows, which I really didn't care about because it has nothing to do with basketball or baseball. So finally, my verdict is that I enjoy sports in Europe a lot more than I do in the United States. The quality of the athletes is a lot higher for most sports, with the exception of soccer or football as we call it. But then again, the atmosphere is a lot worse in the United States, and I really didn't care for it that much. And just to show you an example, this is a video of my local team, Partizan Belgrade, here from Belgrade, Serbia, winning the national title, and I was at that game. And then you can compare it to the Golden State Warriors winning the NBA title. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.